Hey everyone, Michael here with a quick update on the Obi Wan Kenobi movie, which Fantatrax is reporting has been in production for a number of months now and is moving full steam ahead. The website fantatrax.com claims to have an insider source that says that the project is sufficiently along that an art department is now in full pre-production mode at Pinewood Studios. A number of concept artists, prop modelers, and storyboard artists are working as a team across the two locations, with the other one being ILM, with the group growing in numbers every month. The report also says that contracts have been extended to a number of the standard crew members that are already working on Episode 9 to extend their work beyond Episode 9. The report concludes that pre-production will continue at Pinewood while Episode 9 shoots this summer to the end of the year, at which point the production of the Obi-Wan movie will be scheduled to move into sound stages in January 2019, with the main shoot in April of 2019 for release in 2020. So again, this is exactly the way the existing standalone films have operated, with Rogue One and Solo piggybacking off the production of Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Once Force Awakens wrapped filming, Rogue One moved from pre-production, which had been in pre-production all through the filming of Force Awakens. Once that film wrapped, then Rogue One went into production while Force Awakens was in post-production. And the exact same thing kind of happened with Last Jedi and Solo. So this one, it's a little bit late in the game for this stuff to be coming together, just because we knew of Rogue One and Solo much earlier. But this process has been going on behind closed doors for a while now. So this project has been rumored to be in development. Director Stephen Daldry has been attached to this for the longest time, going back to 2017, and nothing from him officially. He's never been officially announced or anything like that. And I'm guessing it's because they were pulling pieces into place. I'm not really sure. Ewan McGregor was asked at the Golden Globes earlier, just a few months ago, if he was down with doing an Obi Wan Kenobi movie or what he knew about it, and he said he'd be happy to. He just hadn't heard anything more than fans at that point. So that was at the end of 2017, and a lot can change between then and now as we head into the summer of 2018. And when Rian Johnson started directing or started working on writing The Last Jedi, he was hired to do that basically in, I think, April or May, but they didn't announce him until like June or July. He had already been on the production and working on things for a couple of months before they made it official. So whoever's working on this as director or writer, let's say it's Stephen Daldry, he may already be working on this already secretly, but the contracts have not been finalized. What they're going to be paid has not been finalized, or that was just finalized recently and they don't want to. Right now, this is the same day that Solo was having its world premiere or its red carpet premiere. So that may not be the best timing. They may want to wait, because even though they've announced the Benioff and Weiss series of films and the Rian Johnson trilogy, Rian Johnson even, a few months ago saying he's at the beginning of the process, and not only does he not have a script, he doesn't really have ideas for it. He's still kind of figuring it out. Well, if this one's already a couple months into pre-production, they have the idea. It's an Obi Wan Kenobi movie. Do they have a script? Probably not. They're probably working on it, and you'll probably hear an announcement in the next month or two that so-and-so is writing the script to be directed by so-and-so. And moving into pre-production this year, with production to begin next year for release in 2020, that would time out to be the perfect timeline to fill in that film from 2020, because what are they releasing in 2020? They're doing one film a year. They haven't announced anything for 2020, and even though they have the Rian Johnson trilogy, in order for him to meet that deadline of the first film in that trilogy to be a 2020 release, they would have to be officially in pre-production at this point. And we're not hearing anything officially about that, but we're not even hearing rumors about it, whereas we are hearing rumors about this one. And for what it's worth, Jason Ward at MakingStarWars.net has sort of vouched for this, because I'm not familiar with Fantatrax, and he's saying, no, I know the guy that runs it there, and he has a lot of the same sources that Jason Ward does, and he's saying if this guy's saying that this is the case, there's probably truth to this. This movie was almost an inevitability. Everyone wants to do it. The fans want it to happen, and the key thing is that Ewan McGregor wants it to happen as well. So it's just like, just throw money at it, Disney. What the hell is your problem? What's the holdup? Well, it seems like they just had to get some pieces into place, and now it's on track to be in the pipeline for the earliest possible release, really, because this year is Solo, next year is Episode 9. The earliest possible release would be 2020, and that's what is happening, apparently. Anyway, leave your feedback if you're excited by this, or what thoughts you had, if you think there's any truth to this. Personally, if Jason Ward at MakingStarWars.net says there might be something to this, and we've been hearing these rumors that, Stephen Daldry's been attached, there has been some movement at Lucasfilm, and people that know Lucasfilm have publicly said Lucasfilm's very aware of the public demand for this movie. They're aware of it, so it's just a matter of time, really. And it looks like now's the time. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next episode.